morning. I'm good. Thank you. I hope you guys too.
Recording in progress.
We're going to start with the questions in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Prince. How much did the pause here in the international break help you get maybe the morale back maybe for you and for the group?
No, I think the international break came at the right time. We really trained really hard and discuss train details, to fix details and got also some numbers about the past games and months and we were clear that most of the time we conceded goals or brought us in situations where it was our own fault. We had a few goals where the opponent teams played it very good, like the Miami goal from Messi. It's like a signature move, and it seems from outside it seems like it's very slow, but trust me, guys, when when you're on the pitch, this man is unbelievable, and it's fast. It's really fast, So that was the main focus on this international break.
We've seen you during the season work really hard on the pitch, but maybe the goal scoring wasn't there.
Yeah.
Where do you feel your confidence is right now in terms of your goal scoring?
For me personally, I think that if you keep working hard on the pitch, then sooner or later you get you deserve what you get. And for me, it's like just keeping working hard, stretching the defenders, working hard for the team. Also doing some ways or runs what usually strikers don't do on the defense way. And to help my teammates, if a player's, however, it can happen not in this position where he should be in this situation, one player has to cover him. So if it's me in this situation, I will do that. And I said it in the beginning, I'm a working hard striker who loves to give back, obviously with goals and assists, but also with my defense work.
Yeah. Do you feel like with Giacomo Brioni now back in health for the last few games, did it help you to maybe have another guy with you to help you score, and like the two of you on the pitch, did that help you to get more confidence to score goals?
Yeah, of course. It's for a defensive backline harder if you have two strong strikers to deal with. So for me, it was quite good because I had opportunities where he or me were a lot of times 1v1, and I think the 1v1 game against players like me or him is for a defensive player not that easy because we are strong too. And but you could see in games also some teams change their formation because of that, what they usually play before us, and this is a good sign, a big sign that teams also recognize not to underestimate the power in front, and maybe put another 6 or another midfielder in the middle to cover those passes, and don't let us be often 1v1 against the center backs. Thank you.
Anybody with questions, please raise your hand. First question, Maxime Truman.
Hi, Prince.
Hello.
There will be suspended players, injured players with the national team on Saturday. There will be heat and humidity in Texas, as well as a difficult first half of the season for you. Guys, do you feel confident going to Houston for the 3 points?
Everything what you said is right. Of course, we have some players who are missing. some injured players, some players who are suspended. But this is a normal way from in a season. Like if you're a professional player, those situations or those phases are coming, especially now. This is for us or for me nothing new because we are in the middle of the season now. Of course, some players get some yellow cards in games. This is normal. But for me, it's just those players who travel, they have to be ready, and we are ready. We train very hard, and we looked at a lot of videos, had a lot of meetings also about this game, and of course the heat and stuff like that is different. Obviously, you have to have 1, 2, 3 more game plans in those specific games, but I think if we are capable or able to go in front, every team has a big problem against us, and we showed it before, like LA and stuff. Like big teams can also struggle against us.
CF.
Hi, Prince.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Hope you too.
Houston's defense can be tough to break down, especially at home. What have you and your teammates been focusing on in training to create more scoring opportunities?
So I can't tell you everything, otherwise, I never know who's watching from the opponent team. But yeah, we obviously know that it will be a lot of heat. It will be hot, and we trained about a little bit counter-attack, also keeping the ball. This is also very important. It's like a mix, because in this heat you can't run behind the ball all the time, all the game, because you will die after. And yeah, I think taking the game of Houston away from them, especially at home, and this was the main focus in this week, to do some things, what we planned, what we trained, yeah, to literally take the game from them away, how they play, especially at home, because they play at home differently than away, and of course they take the heat as an advantage for them, but we know how we can really hurt them. Yeah.
You have a follow-up, Sid?
Yeah, from your perspective as forward, I know you mentioned hard work and also, and I think also you believe that you will get some result of your work rate. But what do you think are the keys, to improve the team's attacking efficiency? Do you think there's some adjustment that you still have to make as a whole to perform more?
Yeah, I think like as a collective, most of the time it's like just the last pass or the second last pass. So if we are able to focus more or on the second last or last pass, we will score way more goals, because through the whole phase of the second last to the second last or the last pass, we do it quite well. But then we need just to get our bravery, to breathe out, calm, and be, confident in this situation. And I think if we are able to do this and, just be like calm in these situations, in the last pass or the second last pass, we will score a lot of goals, because at the end of the day, we have the advantage in this situation, and we have to realize that right now we are attacking and their opponent team is defending. So they have more stress than us. So if we are able to realize that more often, I think we will be pretty good in the future. Yeah.
Antonin Besnard.
Thank you. Good morning, Prince.
Good morning.
I don't want to put you in trouble. What can you tell us? How much can you tell us about what was said after last match, either in the locker room or with, the staff and all of that?
Yeah, of course. It wasn't a happy situation. It was. We was frustrated, sad, angry. But this is normal. This is a team atmosphere after a loss. Of course, everybody is disappointed. But obviously, if you are like a few times one man less, it's hard to win games. Yeah, we had to accept it. We spoke about it. We really, we know what was missing. But I want to say also, like, it's not just because we won one man less. You can win a game also with one man less, and other teams also did it before in the past. So this is not the excuse for me personally. And if you are one man less, you have done just to stick together and, of course, run a little bit more. But still in this game, we had still opportunities. So this is not like we was dead or something. We had still opportunities. We could score. And if we, like I said, if we have a little bit more bravery in some situations, the game can be tied or can get a completely different outcome. So, of course, it's unfortunate, but it's not an excuse.
Thank you for your time, Prince. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm doing good. How about you?
Beautiful, beautiful. We'll start with the questions in the room.
Hi, Jalen. I'm just curious, how much did the pause the international break help you or the group help get morale back?
Oh, I mean, it was huge. It was kind of like a small recharge for us physically and mentally. Get our heads right for the rest of the season, get our bodies right especially. There were a lot of guys going through like little knocks, which is normal for a season, and especially when we have such condensed games, like the 3-game weeks back-to-back and stuff like that. A recharge like that is crucial, and especially heading to Houston too, where it's difficult to play. Weather conditions can get to the best of players. I think it was important for us to kind of recharge, especially physically.
Speaking about that, do you feel 100% now after you come back to injury and stuff?
Yeah, I've been feeling, ever since I got back from injury, yeah, I've been feeling great. Yeah.
Beautiful. We ask that you please raise your hand, and we'll start with a question from Sidfo.
Hi, Jalen.
What up?
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good. Facing a dynamic attack like Houston pose challenges. Can you walk us through your preparation for this match, and how do you plan, to help organize the backline against their key threat?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the way we like to play, we like to take a lot of risks defensively, and I think we have the players that are able to do that. It's just about keeping our focus throughout the 90 minutes. I think that's been the biggest key to us trying to get results this year, is keeping our focus throughout the entirety of the game, and not just the first half or just the second half or just the first 60 minutes, but keeping the focus for the entirety of the game, making sure we're shutting out games when we have a positive result going our way, making sure we're pushing when if we have a negative result coming our way. So I think that's just the biggest thing. I think like we've gone into depth about tactics and stuff, but at this point in the season, we've shown that we can stick to our tactics, but sometimes the lack of focus gets to the best of us. So I think that's the biggest thing for us.
You got a follow-up, Sid?
Yeah, thank you, Tristan. But speaking of this, I know that you're a recent addition to the squad, still a young player, but think that you have a role helping the group stay focused and united? What are you doing actively with your teammates to be mentally sound?
Yeah, for sure. I for sure think I have a role within the team, especially keeping the focus and maintaining that. I think just coming from a club like Galaxy where the standards are so high in everything we do. Not saying it's different here. The standards are still very high in everything we do here, but it's just a different environment, different personnel, and I think age has a lot to do with it. We're a very young team, so we have a lot of experience to gain, and one of that comes with learning how to stay focused the entire game and learning how to stay locked in the entire game. So just little things, little habits in training, I think can really add up to the game.
Maxime Truman.
Hi, Jalen.
Hi.
On Saturday, there will be suspended players, injured players, players with the national team, heat, humidity. You had a difficult first half of the season. Do you feel confident going to Houston for the 3 points?
Yes, for sure. For sure. I mean, we're a team that always goes for 3 points, even if, it doesn't necessarily show in the standings. We're always pushing for 3 points, and, we have a team that likes to run. We have a team with high energy, a lot of intensity. So obviously the heat and humidity, we'll kind of have to manage off that, but it's not going to change the way we play too much. We're still going to go out there. We're still going to press. We're still going to run. We're still going to play hard. And yeah, like as for the players who are gone, we just need the next man to step up. To be honest, we're not in a position in the season where we can kind of take games for granted and can take breaks. Every game is technically a playoff game for us, a win or go home game. So we have to kind of get ourselves out of the situation that we've put ourselves in.
Quick follow-up, Max?
Yes. Jalen, with the season CF Montreal is having and the transfer window opening next month, we're hearing several names in the transfer rumors, but yours hasn't come up. Is it because you like Montreal and you want to settle long-term here?
I like Montreal very much, but I have no comment on the transfer rumors.
Thank you.
We're gonna go to Antonin Besnard.
Thank you. Good morning, Jalen.
Hey, good morning.
You talked about it a little bit, but what's your assessment of the first half of the season? For the whole group, but also for yourself personally, where you have really taken a spot recently on the squad.
Yeah, so like the first half of the season, I mean, obviously personally, I don't think I got into like the second half of the first half of the season. So personally, I mean, I've been pretty pleased with the way I've been playing. I think there's still a lot of things that I need to work on individually, mentally and physically, on the ball and off the ball. But I mean, the coaches here are letting me know what I can be working on. We're going over film. We're implementing those habits on the training field. And then as a team, as I said earlier, I think it's just, a real lack of focus that goes into our games at times. It could be 1 or 2 plays, but those 1 or 2 plays, ended up costing us a lot of games in the first half of the season. So I just think that's an area we can really try to improve within ourselves.
Thank you very much for your time, Jalen. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Sure. I was missing you.
Saturday?
12 days.
Bonjour Marco. Juste souriant, je m'excuse de te poser une question qui te ramène à un moment qui était peut-être moins souriant il y a 2 semaines. La dernière fois qu'on s'est vu, c'était lorsqu'il n'a pas eu de conférence de presse à la fin du dernier match. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé ce soir-là? Quelle était la justification pour ne pas faire de conférence de presse ce soir-là?
But I didn't have much to say. This was the first thing, and then probably I wasn't used to do so many press conferences in 3 weeks, so I was a bit tired. And no, actually, the thing that I said, I thought about it, and I'm an emotional guy, and I start to be also a guy with a bit of experience, and I really prefer to stay on the bench with the guy in the next game. And in that moment, probably to say what I was thinking was better to do like that. So this is really a personal moment. And then actually after, I don't know, many press conferences or many games, what I have to say. So more or less is our story. So from when I was here, also the beginning of the season, we perform very well for part of the game sometimes, also for all the games, and but especially the first half, also until we were 11v11, I was feeling that was one of our best game, and the guys also show everything 10v11, but we didn't get the result. So it's more or less the picture of our half season. So for this was difficult for me again in front of you give the same explanation. Explanation of what? I don't know.
Prince vient de nous dire que vous avez pu travailler sur les détails durant la dernière semaine. À quel point ça t'a fait du bien pour toi de pouvoir enfin travailler à l'entraînement sur des aspects que tu peut-être dans le mois précédent tu n'avais pas eu le temps de travailler avec vous?
Wow, finalement a été une grande chance pour nous pour travailler sur quelques détails, comme Prince a dit. Nous avons travaillé jour par jour in quelque chose de spécifique, spécialement in défense, parce que je pense qu'avec le ballon, dans les dernières 4-5 matchs, nous sommes été très bien. Mais dans les dernières 4 matchs, nous concédons 15 buts. Ouais, aussi 2 matchs avec 10 contre 11 pour 70 minutes. Mais aussi la même concentration avant ces 4 matchs. Je pense qu'il n'y a pas été la même. Ça aussi, oui, nous avons travaillé beaucoup dans cette situation.
Il y a la rigueur tactique, la rigueur défensive, le travail avec le ballon. Il y a aussi le plaisir de jouer qu'il faut peut-être retrouver par moment cette saison, surtout avec ces 4 derniers matchs-là. Est-ce que pendant ces 2 semaines-là, il y a des choses sur lesquelles vous avez travaillé en dehors du terrain, juste comme groupe pour retrouver une petite étincelle?
Yes, no, I think that from the beginning, I talk about the process, stairs and all this situation, and more or less until the last 3 weeks, we were doing our job, so working every game in different aspects, and without losing the aspect that we were improving, and we figured out a bit that playing every 3 days, we faced 3 or 4 days for many games. We faced so many different problems, and also during the game happened like the 2 red card, and also going in Forge to play without a bench, or having to deal with real energy in the second half. So we had to face a different problem, so bigger problem for us, and probably in that moment we lost a bit the things that we improved. So not in one game we lost everything, but at the end of the 3 weeks, we lost some situation that before we were very solid. And like I said, the concede the boots, the goals so easily was not our identity. We want to press high, yes, but we want to be individually very good in this. And at the beginning of 3 weeks, you know that we were in the moment where, okay, guys, you just need to finalize all the chances. So we try to have more players. We try to play with 2-9. We try to have more wingers or more players offensively. And we lost the things that we were very good, because before Toronto, we conceded 8 goals in 8 games. So under I was coach. And actually 8 goals, 8 games is 1 goal a game, is best defender of the season last week. And then we were capable, we were able to as I said, to face this kind of situation, like how we can defend 10v11, how we can defend, being solid, because we are a team that likes to play, likes to perform. So, and actually, against New England and also against Toronto, the problem was always the same. So we want to attack also 10v11, and that we show on the field is not the smartest thing to do usually. And then of course there is also Miami. That is a game that we weren't ready for this kind of temperature and to fight all this stuff. Even if we play, I think, well, but in a rhythm very low. And so at the end of these 3 weeks, we lost something that I was thinking we were ready, we were like very good. So these 2 weeks help us to put everything together, put principle again, and we improve a lot in many aspects. And then, like always, there is the game.
Tu viens de parler de Miami, de la température. Plus la saison avance, surtout quand on arrive près de l'été, aller à Houston, c'est pas facile. Je pense qu'ils annoncent plus de 30 degrés. Vous partez aujourd'hui. Tu as ajusté ton calendrier d'entraînement par moment cette saison. Des fois, vous vous êtes entraîné le matin. Des fois, il y a eu des entraînements l'après-midi. Qu'est-ce que vous faites pour être certain que ça vous affecte le moins possible de jouer à Houston en fin de semaine?
Moi, je pense que maintenant, notre situation est que nous devons améliorer beaucoup la mentalité et aussi la physicalité, non? La physique. Et nous travaillons beaucoup dans ces 2 aspects dans les dernières 2 semaines. Et concrètement, travailler avec plus d'intensité et avec plus de difficultés dans l'entraînement. Et aussi, nous pouvons avoir plus d'aérobic situation. Et je pense que nous avons fait un bon travail. Mais aussi, jouer avec 30 degrés, pour nous, honnêtement, elle est difficile.
On va passer au Zoom maintenant. J'ose croire, première question sur le Zoom de Maxime Trouman.
Oui, salut Marco, j'ai 2 petites questions. La première, le calendrier est bizarre. On joue énormément de matchs en mai. Puis là, on a 2 semaines sans match. Et après ça, on a un autre 10 jours sans match après Houston. C'est un match un peu au milieu d'un calendrier sans partie. Waterman, Saliba, Brioni, Duke, Sinchuk, Herbert. Il va manquer beaucoup de monde. Puis Olivier t'a parlé de la chaleur et de l'humidité. C'est un match compliqué à Houston. Comment on va là? On va là avec la mentalité d'aller chercher 3 points. On va là pour gagner à Houston?
Oh, yes, of course. For many reasons. I mean, this league showed that everybody can win against everybody. Of course, the emotional situation for us is very different, especially now that we are in the middle of the season and we can look back. So we had the time to look back and see, okay, what's going on? So why we have just 8 points and Philadelphia that we played at home against Philadelphia and we show, I think, you agree to everybody that, okay, we are not 26 points less than Philadelphia, that is first in the league. So why on the field we are so close to the other, but in the standings we have only 8 points. And the reasons are many. If we go back game by game, the reasons are many. So it can be no preseason for me. It could be so many reasons. Like we can stay here 1 hour, but for me right now, reasons are excuses. So also, like you said, yes, we don't have Waterman, we don't have Saliba, we don't have Sealy, we don't have the 3-4 injury players. All of them in the same position that we need. No, so the quality from the midfielder and the striker. But these, for me, are excuses. You know what I mean? So we want to go Saturday to play in Houston as another challenge for us to show again that we can face Houston. And sometimes, like in New York, nobody was thinking Montreal is going to play New York, but we played and we deserved to win. In New York, no, we win like sometimes happen in this league, you know. So it never happened to us. Right now, one game that we played bad and we won. So sometimes it can happen, you know, because we play very well many games, but we lost. So the situation right now, yes, it's strange this game. I'm very scared about this game, so I pushed a lot with the mentality, like I said, because I don't want a player that thinks of the next 3-4 days off. But it's a game important for us because it's the first game of the second part of the season, and we want to start well. And then, yes, I agree. In July, it's going to be another crazy period for us, very important because we have Canadian Cup also in the middle. And then because I hope that some players are coming back.
hier à l'entraînement, Giacomo Brioni est entré en collision avec Brendan Craig. Il est resté au sol longtemps. Il a quitté le terrain. Il était fâché. Ça le dérangeait. Est-ce qu'il y a des inquiétudes à y avoir ou il est 100% déjà correct?
No, it was nothing. It was more or less the same thing. He has this little problem of the knee, and especially when during a tackle or in some situation the knee bent a lot. He feel immediately this pain. Only that moment is the same moment that he felt during the red card. So the moment of Giacomo was just to try to extend the leg as soon as possible because he felt pain. So sometimes happen. He is able to deal with it because nothing dangerous. But this was the reason why he's with us today to train. Also yesterday.
On va prendre une dernière question de Cinéfo. Salut Marco, j'espère que ça va bien. Deux petites questions. Dominique, est-ce qu'il est de retour pleinement avec le groupe? Hier, je le voyais à l'entraînement avec contact. Qu'est-ce que tu vois? Est-ce que tu penses qu'il pourrait potentiellement faire partie du voyage ou c'est encore trop tôt pour lui? Et ensuite, est-ce que tu peux me parler un peu plus de Houston? Cette équipe-là, quels sont les challenges et les défis qu'elle pose? On a beaucoup parlé un peu de la température, etc., avec des conditions climatiques, mais l'équipe sur le terrain, qu'est-ce qu'elle pose comme problème pour vous?
Dominic started to train with us this week, and as we do usually, is like a train a bit in, a bit out, only passing, so half and half for 1 week or 2 weeks, just to be sure that he's ready to perform during the game. So he's not with us. He's not coming with us in Houston. And about Houston, it's a very solid team. In the last game, they show also the qualities that they have. It's 4-4-2, very solid defensively. They have 3-4 key players, I think, very good. It's clear what they want to do, and they are doing very well. And especially at home, they have some little advantage, the field and the temperature. But like I said, there's not excuses. We have to be aware about that. So if we start to press like again LAFC in Houston, after we need to has to play the second half another day. So it's about like awareness and prepare the game. Try to be focused in all the details and like to do our game like many games we did. This is, of course, we don't have a long bench there, but for the reason that you said before.
Merci beaucoup pour ton temps, Marco.
Okay, merci.